Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back with another Warzone mobile topic video for you here today, and we have some very new interesting information for you guys here in regards to Warzone mobile system requirements. Now, for those of you that don't know, right now Warzone Mobile is actually available in Australia. They are doing some sort of limited release, specifically in Australia, with more regions soon to follow. And so a lot of people actually have gotten their hands on Warzone Mobile already, specifically a lot of people on Android. And one thing that the Android community has been saying about Warzone Mobile is that this game is not optimized. Now, a couple things to note. Right now, this is not the optimization stage of the game. Right now, we are technically still in a limited release, sort of like a beta of sorts, so the game is not optimized just yet. We will see more optimization come before the full global release of the game, so that is one thing that you have to keep in mind. But there is no question about it, Warzone Mobile is a demanding game, and even the Warzone Mobile developers themselves recognize that, and they have actually increased the system requirements for Android users. So going over to this image that they shared on their official Twitter page, as we can see here, it says Apple users will need an iPhone 8 Plus or better with at least 4 GB of RAM or more in order to run the current version of Warzone Mobile. Now, that has been the case for a while now, that hasn't changed, but what is new is with the Android requirements that they have listed here. As you can see, it says you need an Adreno 618 or better and 6 GB of RAM or more. Before, the requirement was actually 3 to 4 GB, but now it is requiring a whole 2 to 3 GB more of RAM. Now, it's my opinion that this is the reason why so many Android users have been having issues with Warzone Mobile. Many people are trying to run this game with under 6 GB of RAM, and this is the main reason why they've been getting low performance or crashing and just stuff like that. Now, as for these changes, they actually went ahead and addressed them directly, saying we've recently adjusted the memory requirement from 3 or 4 GB to 6 GB minimum for Android devices. This was done to address performance and optimization issues that we were seeing on those lower specifications. We will likely readjust those requirements after additional updates. So basically, in their observations, they saw a lot of people complaining about lower performance and issues, and it was mainly due to the fact that people were trying to run this game on 3 to 4 gigs of RAM. So they basically upped the requirements to let people know, like, hey, before you install this game, just know you're going to need these specs in order to run it properly, otherwise you will run into issues. They did mention at the end that after some updates and stuff, they may readjust this again. Of course, as we see more optimization come to Warzone Mobile, the requirements will get adjusted accordingly, and we will most likely be able to run this on Android devices with less than 6 GB of RAM, but at the same time, I would not hold out for 2 gigs of RAM support or 3 gigs of RAM support, because realistically, it's kind of just unrealistic to expect Warzone Mobile to run properly at those lower RAM requirements. Now, to wrap it up, they went on to say, in general, if your device does not fit these specs, then don't worry. Warzone Mobile will be optimized for a wider range of devices through future limited releases and at our worldwide launch in 2023. So if your device is not supported right now, or if you have tried Warzone Mobile and it was not running smoothly, do not worry, this is not the final release of the game. We've been mentioning this here on the channel for a while now. The game is not optimized. Right now, they're basically in a beta stage, and usually optimization comes after beta, so that's when we can most likely expect Warzone Mobile to receive some optimization updates. Right now, we still have many months for this game to release, so there still is plenty of time for the developers to really polish this game up and fix the current system requirements and basically adjust them so that more people can actually play this game. That being said, though, like we already mentioned, don't expect this to run on your $100 2 GB RAM Android phone. You have to be realistic. This game is pushing what is possible on mobile gaming. It's using the same engine that runs Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, so it's naturally going to be a pretty demanding game to run on mobile devices. But that is going to wrap up this video. Let me know what you guys think about the current Android system requirements for Warzone Mobile down in the comments below. And with all of that being said, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
What the dog doing?